So, anyone God will give power to produce wealth must understand the covenant. And what is the covenant? It's very simple. Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatever a man soweth, the same shall he reap. The covenant is also 2 Corinthians chapter 9 in verse 6. When you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. When you sow bountifully, you will reap bountifully. Now, the covenant is this. It is your seed that determines your abundance with God. And you need to understand the reason for this. Any believer that does not understand the power of the seed can prosper. God can bless you more than your capacity to give. It's impossible. Now, you are to partner with God with finance. You can't serve God and mammon. Money has power. You must break the power of money over your life. My life is already sold to God as a seed. I've given him my heart. Giving him my money is not problem. From tithe to offering, to sacrifices, we are still in our 120 days of wonders. You partner with God to spread the gospel. The gospel is not just expensive, it's too expensive. And the basis for which God will empower you is as you partner with him to spread the gospel. It's as you partner. Listen, this covenant is stronger than any economy. There is no day I don't receive in millions. That day will never come again. I went to Benin Thursday morning, Friday morning. A family came to the hotel to see me. And the young man knelt down before me and gave me 9 properties. And also put 5 million naira on it. Of the 9 properties, 3 in Ibejuleki, Lagos, and 6 in Benin City. Under this economy, sir. Don't tell me your location. Don't tell me things are dry where you are. Things may be dry physically, but God is not dry. Yes, so when you connect to his economy, a non-giving Christian, a stingy Christian will no lack. God doesn't determine your prosperity, your giving, your liberality, your generosity. In line with his word does. I sow prophet offering. I give to my hotline. I help the poor. There are a lot of people on salary from my pocket and Pastor Esther's pocket. I have been a covenant practitioner all my life. So please, for God to release power in your direction to make wealth, something happened. As we were going to Benin, I just called one of my sons abroad. I said, 2 weeks ago, I saw some dangerous dollars you sent. I said, I've not even called you to pray for you. You transferred it straight to me. May God bless you. May God increase you. May God multiply you. I blessed him. Then he doubled it. I called him around Mosuga area. As I was entering Benin, I mean from abroad, the speed at which he got again to bank and made international transfer to my dollar account, sir. He said for even calling me to bless me for sending that one, I doubled it. Ebrekopa ashigrekotis. Lindy, I don't know the meaning of inflation. I don't know the meaning of dryness. I don't know the meaning of things are expensive. I don't know the meaning of there is scarcity. I don't know the meaning of things are not. It's because of the economy of God I have embraced. Please listen before I go forward. God doesn't determine your prosperity. Your seed does. The quality of your seed, the quantity of your seed, the constancy of your seed. How often you sow. And quickly, it starts with your tithe. to your offering, to sacrifices, you must partner. Listen, don't keep sowing the same seed. Increase your seed to increase your harvest. Listen, let the harvest you desire determine the seed you sow. When you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly. Everybody hear me. There was a time, every money that comes to me is in hundreds. 900, 800, 700. Then I stretched myself. I told myself, enough. I began to sow in millions. There was a time all my highest offering, 1 million, 2 million, 2.5. And there were sacrifices. Then I began to receive. Because listen, Luke 6:38, give it to me in NLT. Luke 6:38 in NLT. Luke 6:38 NLT. Give and you will receive. Your gift will return to you in full, pressed down, shaken together to make room for more, running over, and poured into your lap. The amount you give will determine the amount you get back. Listen, this is God's economy. You can't cheat it. If you keep sowing in hundreds, it will multiply 100 back. When you enter into first level of millions, then get ready. As I began to sow 1 million, 2 million, 2.5 million, I enter into the realm of 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million. I told myself, just 3-4 years ago, enough is enough. Listen, if sowing is easy, poverty will never go. If you keep sowing what you can afford, what is easy, what is affordable, you need to engage the armor. This is spiritual. You need to engage the armor of faith to practice God's economy. Beloved, I went ahead. I moved to 5 million. It was as if I would need oxygen. Listen, from 5 million, I told myself I'm sowing the first 10 million. Within 2 months, I enter into 10 million. The rest is story. If you give me 5 million today, I will just say, God bless you once. If you give me even 10 million, something happened last week. Somebody called and said, I am abroad. I have a seed for Pastor Korede Kumaya, not for Master's Place. But because of the country I'm living in, I can't send it to his account. I need church account. Something told me now to send money. He sent 60 million straight. Straight. Under this economy. He sent 60 million straight. Why are you looking like that? If you don't like your harvest, don't fight your harvest. Check your seed. What I'm working on now is to be sowing in hundreds of millions. In fact, my target now is a service here. I will lift up a check, 100 million. I've already gotten to 75. Now, please listen. God doesn't force prosperity on you except you provoke it. Sir, I sacrificed always, myself and Pastor Esther, sacrificing to a standstill. Because except the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain, they abuse it. A stingy believer who can practice the covenant, you are still debating tithe. The super elementary, when you should live tithe and move to the realm of sacrifices, move to the realm of partnership. As I was coming from Benin, as I took my session, I told Pastor, I said, look, I need to rush home. I want to drop my Sunday offering. I will still give offering. I said my Sunday offering, I want to drop it on Friday. And I don't want bank to close. Because there is no way. There is no way. And then my offering for the 3 services of today, 45 million, I paid on Friday. My Sunday worship offering, 5 million. I gave it. You are too quiet. You can be envious. It doesn't do me anything. You can say anything. It doesn't do me anything. It doesn't do me anything. More provoke the venue. Sir, I provoke it to that level, sir. There was a time in this church, my offering was 5,000 naira. And it will be advanced check. And about 2 times it bounced. What are you telling me? There is no hanky-panky in it. You don't like your harvest, check yours. In fact, once you even miss sacrifice, there is a power that only sacrificer. I broke the back of poverty completely to enter into the realms of riches. I dropped that 45 million on Friday to the glory of God now. Today, there is no service now. I can drop less than $1 million. It's impossible. It is impossible. I mean completely impossible, sir. I give as if I'm mad. I give as if I'm crazy. I give as if I am insane. Everybody look up. God loves a cheerful giver. We are very small. When you want God to love you specially, be a giver. Sir, when you give without soliciting, nobody is asking, you just look at it. Sir, the gospel is too expensive. The gospel is too expensive. Look at Dreamland. Sir, the gospel is expensive. Masters TV is there. Transport services is there. Averagely, every service here, we spend multiple millions. Look at satellite churches. Look at campuses. So God is looking for faithful men and women. Are you in business? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you an employee? Are you an employer of labor? Please partner with God financially to spread the gospel. Matthew 6:24, NLT. Matthew 6:24. Please don't fail the money test. No one can serve 2 masters, for you will hate one and love the other. You will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and be enslaved to money. The only reason God will know you are not enslaved to money is by you giving it to worship him. Worship without giving is fake. Service without giving is fake. And sacrificial giving is fundamental. Start from your level. Start where you are. Never let your seed remain the same if you don't want your harvest to remain the same. Never let your seed reduce. Not to talk of remain the same. Always increase your seed. Your financial